Hi, I'm Dave Parenti, Fire Chief for the town of Northborough. I'm here today to talk to you about Articles 17 and 18. Article 17 is the purchase of a new ambulance, and Article 18 is about purchasing new personal protective equipment. So I'll start with Article 17. Article 17 was originally, replacement of the ambulance was originally scheduled for 2027. But we had some challenging times this year. We ended up having two of our ambulances go out of service, both with blown engines. So we had to borrow an ambulance from another community. Then we had to purchase a used ambulance from another community. And we're running our first new ambulance, which has over 100,000 miles, and then we're running a used ambulance that we purchased from the town of Westboro. So we moved this up a year, and what we did is we actually sat down and spoke with the town administrator at that time and with Jason Little and asked if they were okay with us going out and seeking a contract to purchase an ambulance before town meeting. And the contract would be pending approval at town meeting. And the reason we did that is for a couple reasons. Number one is we wanted to get into the queue early. So if we get, it's taking somewhere around 875 days to get an ambulance. So we're running one ambulance with heavy mileage and one used ambulance, and we didn't want to wait another 4 years for another ambulance. So we got permission, we went out and we got a quote for an ambulance, and we signed the contract in August. The amount we're looking for is $550,000. Now that's not the total cost of the ambulance, that's a little bit more than the total cost of the ambulance, but that's because we also have to buy some equipment for the ambulance, such as the stretcher, life pack, which is a heart monitor, those types of things. So the purpose of this ambulance is to replace one of the two that went out of service. And it's 1 year ahead of schedule, but it's critical to understand that none of the funding comes out of tax dollars. This is all funded through our EMS revolving account, which are monies that are earned from billing for our EMS services. They all go into an EMS revolving account, and all debt service for any of our ambulances and our rescue truck go to that account. And now we can talk about Article 18, which is the replacement of personal protective equipment. This article was driven primarily by discussions with the select board. So this year, as you know, we were fortunate enough to get a SAFER grant, which allowed us to hire 8 new personnel. During that process, we found that we needed some money for turnout gear for these personnel. And the gear that we're looking for is what's called PFAS-free gear or PFAS-reduced gear. And PFAS is a chemical that has been found in all firefighter turnout gear that is a cancer-causing agent. And they realized this and they started designing turnout gear without it. But of course, all the gear we currently have doesn't have that. So as we were asking the select board for the monies for these new 8 people, they said, well, we'd really like all of our firefighters to have this new gear that is PFAS free. Thought that was a great idea. So what we did is we sat down, we got some pricing, we priced out 28 sets of gear, which is about $168,000. And that was the purpose of this article, to make everyone's first due set of gear, or their frontline gear, PFAS-free gear. We're very excited with this opportunity. We think it just provides that one extra level of cancer reduction for our firefighters, and we hope you support this.